It was just understanding that process that, hey, it's okay for it to be sloppy, because if it's sexy clean, you're not going to make more money. You're not going to get more new patients. So stop. It's okay for that to be a little bit sloppy. Productivity, possibility, frontier. Okay. So this is what it looks like. This is so relevant for so many of you. Productivity, possibility, frontier. Okay. Now, bear with me, because this is a complicated concept. There's a complicated concept, right? So you've got let's say two things have to happen in the business. In reality, everything's like this. The real people that are able to scale understand this concept. I want you all to understand the concept of that says acceptable compromise. Acceptable compromise. There is a cost to every decision. Acceptable compromise, right? So it's like this. So the theory is this: in business, in life, it's an economic term. Let's say if you do lots, this is what happens in business. Okay, this is a great example. The adjusting. Let's say adjusting. So when someone gets really, really busy, when they don't have the skill set of structure and hiring and core values, etc., the busier they get, right? Then all that happens is something plummets. So marketing. Then their marketing in some way, shape, or form goes down. You guys with me? Yes? So for one thing so you're going to spend lots of time marketing, and you're not, then sometimes, let's say, so your idea is like, how do you balance the two? So the idea is to try to find the sweet spot in both, and they call that Pareto's, like you want your Pareto's rule is 80-20 rule, right? So acceptable compromise in business is past the point, you going to fix up. If you do the scorecard, by the way, how many of you do an amazing scorecard? It's like the best scorecard in the planet. But here's what you need to understand. Acceptable compromise is that there is a marginal cost and a marginal benefit, past which a certain point, you get no extra benefit. So while somebody else's scorecard might be 80% as good as yours, the benefit of having it 100%, that extra 20%, the time taken to make it 20% is not worth the time. You guys with me? It's not worth the time. So acceptable compromise is like, right, that scorecard is not as good as what I'd like it to be, but it gives me 80% of my results, and the extra time to make it beautiful does not give me the same return. So it's good enough. Everyone write down good enough. It's good enough, right? That's what you got to understand. So there's many aspects in the business where you have to go, it's good enough, because the scorecard's being done, it's being delivered, etc. Now, if I focus more on the scorecard, I'm taking my focus away from something else, which may be your coffee, where you can think. So there's many compromises in my business, many, right? There's many things that could be better, but I'm very good at choosing the highest return on investment stuff. I'm very good at going, well, maybe I can't check that, but I've got to be doing this, because that's going to give me the biggest return on investment. And in my business, one of them is I've got to write the book, right? And I hate it. I don't like writing books. I don't like it, but I've got to write the book, right? So I've got to go out and find the time to do it. So for me, doing any more of, say, checking scorecards, we've already got scorecards, refining core values, they're good enough. Could they be better? Totally, they could be better. But now I'm not going to focus on that. My team's got enough momentum there. I've got to focus here, and I've got to trust them to let go of that. But certain things might be not as good as I want it to be, or whatever, or better than I want to be. Most of the time, it's better than what I want it to be. But there's a concept of acceptable compromise. It was just understanding that process that, hey, it's okay for it to be sloppy, because if it's sexy clean, you're not going to make more money. You're not going to get more new patients. So stop. It's okay for that to be a little bit sloppy. you're always going to have messy areas in the business. Please write down acceptable compromise. And your job, you keep to keep asking yourself, what is it costing me by getting this thing perfect? And that's why I worry about my perfectionists. I worry about my perfectionists. I worry about my A students. My C students will often outperform my A students because the C student is happy with 10 things being done at 60%. And often the A student is not happy when 2 things are at 95%. So they spend more time trying to get the 95% stuff to 100%. Where it doesn't give them the same return on investment. Is it making sense to anyone? Hello? So I was very nervous to talk about that because it even confuses me. And when you look at the graph, like you go, but anyway, go Google those concepts. Marginal cost versus marginal benefit. Marginal cost versus marginal benefit. Production possibility frontier. And then that Pareto's like efficiency, if you will, Pareto's efficiency, meaning can I put in like at what 20, like this 20% effort here is going to give me 80% of the reward. So it's not worth investing 70% more effort here because I've got 80% of the reward already. So I now need to go invest another solid 20% effort into something that's going to be another 8%. I can't invest any more time here because it's only going to give me another 5% here. But when I could invest another 20% here and get another 80% reward. Hey docs, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you found it helpful. And if you haven't yet checked out one of my free books, New Patient Avalanche, how to get a ton of new patients in your practice, or Practice Growth Speaking Secrets, how to do lunch and learns and corporate talks, and how to get people to come to you for informational talks, click on the link below, grab a book. They're absolutely free. All you do is pay for shipping. I think it's $7.95 or something. And you get all the templates and everything you need and cool bonuses within them to fulfill those things like downloads, etc. Click on the link below, grab one of those books, and I hope it's helpful. See you soon.